I had lunch with a very wise friend yesterday. He had a number of observations about the current crisis. The first is that if indeed it's Biden, liberals are going to be horrified by what he delivers. Nothing liberal or progressive will happen. The middle and working classes are being destroyed, and that will continue to its conclusion. The swamp creatures in the wings will crush anyone associated with Trump or populism, including platforms, professionals, and vendors. The uber rich will get richer as Wall Street continues acting as the Chinese Communist Party's finance and propaganda arm, as well as the mechanism for transferring vast amounts of taxpayer money to Wall Street and the Chinese Communist Party. On the other hand, we agree that as the actual voting showed, there's less trust and deference to traditional institutions than ever before. Their trust equity is near bottom. Because they won't be able to control the population by lying, they'll use more coercive means. Regular folks are seeing and contemplating civil disobedience and social disruption in a whole new light, though. And they're going to start planning and doing it. Moral qualms and civic duty are off the table. This election proved that it's eat or be eaten. The disintegration of the old American, largely inherited Anglo-Saxon social order that the power structure relied on began, ironically, with the destruction of civic norms via COVID lockdowns. People no longer interact or deal with each other in person. A new game is on. Government is trusted only by those profiting from it personally. Everyone knows legislatures no longer function at all. Judges have no courage and decide cases based on politics. Governors are lawless tyrants, and the presumptive new Supreme Court is a golem. New game, as I said. Universities will crumble as their value for all but the super rich as finishing schools and indoctrination centers combined with absurd costs and an environment that teaches adolescents only social and sexual dysfunction makes them a ridiculous value proposition. Ironically, though, even the elite schools and networks will suffer as social, economic, and civil life becomes more atomic and technological. The interpersonal relationships that are built by years of in-person social interaction among elites will no longer occur. Also, the obvious domination of the technology behemoths is essentially a regime of authoritarian corporatism. It makes talk of civil rights and justice irrelevant. I've been tweeting about that for years, of course. The salient point here is that the people in charge of these companies are at once moral retards, yet preen about what they think is a moral superiority, which to them justifies every act of censorship, lying, and oppression. Well, this makes them no different from every arrogant Jacobin Bolshevik bully in modern history, of course. Another point from our discussion involves the extent of moral derangement common and accepted among the Wall Street and Silicon Valley elite. I will only say the word Epstein.